Have you ever wanted to be that one Jett player that consistently makes the enemy team cower in fear? Are you guys tired of opening up that scoreboard and never being at the top? Well, if there's one agent that is superb at making chaos ensue in ranked, our pick for that category is Jett. Hello everybody, my name is Stray, and today we'll be talking about 10 more Jett tips you're going to want to start putting into your arsenal. If you're not familiar with some of these already, then you're going to want to pay close attention. For all of you aspiring Jett mains, perfecting these tips/plays can put you to the next level. Hope you guys enjoyed your holiday week. Let's dive right into it. If there is one thing that instantly separates the mediocre Jetts from the best, it's their ability to create one-way smokes on the fly. No matter the map, the area, or the situation, being comfortable and knowledgeable of how to do this can make 50-50 fights heavily in your favor. Not to mention, with 3 smokes that last 8 seconds long, you'd be crazy not to try and use your smokes as much as you can. Although there is no one-size-fits-all trick to perfect your one-way smokes, I'd suggest you guys go into a custom game and just run around practicing this. Think about all the high traffic areas where you commonly get into gunfights. If you can identify those areas and then start making one-way smokes at the choke points that you'd likely be fighting your opponents at, this makes them an easy target and you a difficult one. No other agents are capable of making one-way smokes on the fly. For example, Omen, Brimstone, and Viper all have much more delay before their smokes can be placed or activated. Meanwhile, you, a dirty Jett abuser, will be able to throw them left and right. So make sure you learn those one-ways and start practicing them for clutch scenarios. Before we get on to the rest of these Jett tips and tricks, let's talk about our question of the day. Are you guys excited for Valorant in 2021? Personally, I feel like this game has so much room to grow, and I'm super excited to see what Riot is capable of doing and how much more different Valorant will be in the years to come. With the ranked leaderboards coming out next year, I'm also excited for some new skins and new maps. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys are excited or not excited about for 2021. Besides using Jett smokes as a way to make fights more favorable for yourself, look to use them in between your shots. This can be after an operator shot, a kill, or even a missed kill. The key is to not get greedy. If you've already secured a kill or you've been in a prolonged fight, don't get tunnel vision on only shooting your weapon. Your smokes are a great tool that can be weaved in between those moments due to its fast cast time. You simply throw a smoke or two down at your feet, which can give you the opportunity to reposition. If you mix up your behavior around these type of smokes by pushing through, holding the smoke, or falling off, this will make your opponent second guess the intention of these smokes. Enemies won't be comfortable easily pushing through your smokes if you've done this technique properly. Again, constantly smoking after your shots will give you the option to not only fall back, but also stay and play aggressively. Keep in mind that these type of options are only available to Jett if you utilize your utility in these ways. I see far too many Jetts only use their smokes to cover off common choke points, but because their smokes can come out extremely fast, you can be creative with them and obtain value like no one else. Try this out and I guarantee your Jett will be 10 times more scarier. There is one weapon that has kept Jett so firmly placed in the meta. If you haven't guessed it already, it's the one-shot cannon, the Operator. Coming in at 5,000 credits, it's the priciest option in the game, but for good reason. Jett is without a doubt the best agent to wield the Operator. Her ability to play vertically with her updraft, get out of tough situations with her dash, smoke off areas for easier access, and an ultimate that helps with her economy situation. I can't think of a kit more designed for the Operator. Although there have been some clear nerfs to the weapon, one thing hasn't changed much, and it's the potency that the Operator has on the defender side. I want to highlight some early round plays you can make on the defender side when you have the Operator. They're quite simple, but also highly effective. To highlight my point, let's take a look at split mid. A lot of inexperienced snipers or Jett players will often hold the market angle from vents. However, higher level Jetts will often come out of the vents immediately when the barrier is down. Because your opponent will likely smoke off vents anyways, this gives you a great opportunity to take a shot and dash towards mail. These types of early holds create a lot of pressure for the enemy team. If you're getting kills doing this, they will often be forced to use more utility or fall off completely. This is where the mind games come into play and where you will need to move your operator around to stay effective. If you're feeling confident, it's important to take some educated guesses on where they might be and try and do this type of play regardless of the area of the map you're playing. We talked about how great Jett is at using the Operator aggressively because she has access to her dash once she's taken a shot. However, this isn't a single case scenario and her dash can be used in this manner regardless of your weapon. This does take some more skill and practice, but learning when to dash out is a key of playing Jett effectively. A rule of thumb I like to follow when using Jett's dash as insurance is if I don't get the initial kill within the first burst of bullets, I will typically dash out of the situation. That doesn't mean you can't just re-peek right away, reposition, or even fall off. But let's say you constantly die without using your dash, you again put yourself in the situation where you're not opening up these options for yourself. Without these sorts of options, you might as well play other agents. So make sure you're playing with confidence, but also understanding those moments when you should dash out when things aren't going as planned. An easy mechanic that can be super useful is Jett's ability to spot enemies with her floating mechanic. It's pretty much the same as jump spotting, which we've covered in some of our other guides, but Jett's floating capabilities makes this much easier to pull off. Jump spot floating can be done in a plethora of places, but for your sake, we'll cover this technique quickly by highlighting how you can do it on the Bind A site. If you're a defender and want to spot players crossing over or holding a short, you simply jump left to right while holding the spacebar to hover. Make sure you're covering yourself with the triple boxes to your left so you don't expose yourself to the potential showers angle. There are so many spots that this technique can come in handy. We unfortunately won't cover more specific places this works for this video, but do feel free to head over to ProGuides.com if you want to get a better understanding of the many ways you can jump spot float on each map. Every Jett player and non-Jett player alike is used to some of the more obvious vertical spots that players tend to play. However, in this video, I want to cover some of the more obscure spots that you won't encounter unless you're in high elo rank games. Today, I'll cover 2 spots on Ascent and how they can get a lot of value, especially on the attacker side, once you get the bomb planted. One caveat to both these spots is that ideally you want someone to shoot any incoming Silver Recon darts so that your position stays hidden. You can obviously shoot it yourself, but it does increase the risk of your spot becoming compromised. Alrighty, first let's look at the A bomb site. Once the bomb is down, if you updraft on top of this generator, very few people will naturally clear this angle. This is great at getting a kill at heaven and falling off somewhere else. Now looking at the B bomb site, once the bomb is down, you can similarly updraft on top of these green boxes. Preferably, you want to be watching lane and having a teammate cover your back/stairs. These are some of the examples I've seen work very effectively in my games, but be creative and brainstorm some spots that you might think would work. There are so many of these spots on each map, so don't be afraid to try something new. Who said Jett can't be an information agent as well? Her updraft is great at spotting out enemies, especially in the middle of rounds, to help your team be better prepared. This tip is a little trickier to utilize all the time, but each map has a few spots that come to mind. Sticking to Ascent on the defender side, if you're holding around lane, you can always updraft and peek into B main to spot enemy players. If you don't see anything mid-round, you can typically assume that they are heavily leaning towards mid or A. Now, with this information, you can either rotate, flank, or even hold if you think they're faking something. Remember, with our previous tips, the goal is to allow yourself the opportunity for different options. Updraft isn't just a tool to play vertically, it can be used to scout information as well. In our top Valorant ultimate videos, which you guys should check out too, we covered how great Jett's ultimate can be. To recap, at a low cost of 6 charges, Jett can jump, float, or sprint with her knives at full accuracy. If you're capable with Jett knives and have extremely good first shot accuracy, 1v1 duels are going to be a walk in the park as her movement capabilities make you an extremely hard target to hit while your opponents are stuck in place. Without a doubt, Jett's ultimate may be one of the hardest to master, but one of the strongest of them all. I can't think of another ultimate that can secure as many multi-kills as well as hers. With that in mind, let's cover how Jett's knives can specifically be used to either force on save rounds or save money on buy rounds. You can always go full armor and a pistol of your choice when you have your ultimate up. I see a lot of Jetts struggle to utilize their ultimate, but at 6 charges you want to be pulling these up as much as possible, whether that's to reinforce your operator loadout or to help your team with your economy. Using your updraft in conjunction with your dash is a core mechanic that every Jett should be comfortable using. This deadly combo is great when you have your knives, as you can quickly close the distance and have full accuracy while in mid-air. You can obviously use Jett's dash first into our updraft, but I found that it has slightly longer ending animation, which can make it slower for you to kill your opponents with knives. This might seem like a minor difference, but by using her updraft into her dash when you have the luxury, I've noticed a major improvement in my own ultimate effectiveness. Although dashing onto a bomb site isn't a solo play for the most part, you are doing it alone to create space for your team. It's also great because if you've successfully shown that you're willing to do this and it works, it can act as a good fake to allow your teammates to potentially go to the other bomb site for free. So let's discuss how you can use Jett aggressively to single-handedly create tons of space for your team. To highlight this technique, let me quickly show you how you can make space at B site with your dash on the site. Coming out of B main, you want to smoke in front of you where your dash will land so you can create space and break any tripwires. Preferably somewhere to the left of site next to default will make it easier for your teammates to funnel, because if the enemy is spraying you, you won't be lined up with your teammates trying to come on the site as well. I hope this video helps shine a light on some potential plays that you may be missing in your Jett gameplay. Because her kit allows her to play more freely and with confidence, you should look to take advantage of that. Being predictable is one of the worst things you can do as a player. It's okay if you try these out and it doesn't work right away. Remember to just keep trying and tune these tips to fit your needs. Well, that's all we have for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell notification button to ensure that you stay up to date with our videos and ahead of the competition. If you want further help, feel free to check out our website, ProGuides.com, for the best on-demand coaching. And if that's not your style, make sure to check out our Discord. We have a great community where you can chat, hang out, and possibly find other friends to play with. Until next time, guys, I'm Stray, stay cozy, and keep up the grind, ProGuides fam.